Hi, we are Branding Roadie Solutions Limited, creating a bold new world of opportunity for you. To start off with, I am Violette DGMM, based in the SA Pacific West Coast. I am the co-founder and branding strategist project manager for Branding Solutions LLC. If you have any questions or want to book a free 15-minute consultation with me for your brand or business, you can reach me at officialventure4@gmail.com. We are also available for podcasting, speaking, blogging, Facebook group, teaching session, YouTube stream, partnerships, or guest writing a book with you or for you. Website http://www.brandingrodiasolutions.com. We will be launching several new personal and professional development courses in early November. Sign up today for a 20% discount. You can find our podcasts here. You can download the ebook on Amazon Kindle here at this link. For a full list of our premium services, click on this link. https://simplebooklet.com/booklet19 or scan this QR code with your smartphone. We are a branding and PR company focused on branding services, project management, and PR launches for you. We help your product and business to be part of this bold new world of opportunity and innovation that COVID has created. We are Branding Solutions LLC. We are your vision conduit. Where you are and where you are does matter. What matters is what you think and create today. That's what creates the story. And we are here to help you tell your story. A brand identity is the end result of the overall look and feel of a company or product. It's a specific name, term, design, symbol, or any other feature that identifies one seller's good or service as distinct from those of other sellers, as defined by the American Marketing Association. A brand is not just the appearance-based factors that represent your product. It is also the feeling people get when interacting with your business, marketing materials, products, services, social media campaigns, and the team. It's both your visual identity plus what the public associates with your business. Your brand is how your audience perceives your organization as a whole. As Amazon's Jeff Bezos says, branding is what people say about you when you are not in the room. Just like you have to find your identity as a person or a couple or lifestyle, you have to find an identity for your brand. You have to match your brand personality, your mission, your values, the vision for your product's ideal destination. That counts as success with your visual brand personality and your positioning of the brand. Visual identity is made up of the visible images associated with your organization. These are the elements that guide customers and clients to their perceptions of your brand. These brands include logo, colors, typography, imagery, styles, composition styles. These elements make up your visual brand identity, but they are made up of more than visible qualities. The visuals represent a larger message and theme. They set the tone for your entire branding. When you have the answers to these questions, you will start to naturally build an image of your brand and the visuals that support it. Use this information to build your visual brand. Choose a color palette. Use color psychology to pick a shade that matches your identity. Choose your typography. Choose 2 complementary fonts that represent your brand. Define imagery choices. Describe what type of imagery best represents your brand, i.e., is a landscape photo in black, white, or brightly colored animated graphic, etc. Redesign your logo if it doesn't match. If you uncovered a brand identity that isn't represented by your current logo, consider a redesign. Create a branding guide. List all of the elements of your brand identity in one guide that your entire team can access. This document will make sure every element of your branding follows the same consistent guidelines. Using this map, identify the rational and emotional benefits you can provide customers. Define and symbolize your brand character. What your essence and values are. What are you offering? This is not an all-comprehensive list, but the following aspects are important components of the process of creating a brand identity for a product or advertising campaign or activation or public relations strategy. Brand mission and values. This is the essence of your brand. You see the previous identity map to guide you. Brand personality. When you have a good idea about your brand mission, identify the brand personality that matches that position. What type of person would be a good reflection of your business? How would they talk? How would they look? A simple way to create a starting point for this imaginary brand representative is to ask yourself the question: if I could have any person be a spokesman for my brand, who would it be? From there you can create a description of your brand personality. This is the tone and messaging to use across marketing channels, including social media and email. This personality needs to remain consistent across each outlet you use to communicate with your customers. Positioning in a competitive market or how it relates to other products, association with certain characteristics. This is how customers perceive your brand storytelling. It's very important then that you as a company or public figure establish what your vision for your brand is. Otherwise the consumer will establish what you hesitate in doing. Establish an identity and value for you. How do you want your audience to feel when they see your marketing materials? What emotions are triggered when your customers and clients use your product, services, or interact with your brand? What emotions lie at the heart of your brand story? Does it make sense for your brand to be connected with trust, fear, guilt, competition, belonging, or some other emotional appeal? The answers to these questions act as the building blocks for your brand marketing strategy. What is visionary thinking? It's when concrete rationality and action meets creative conceptual thinking. It's important to be pragmatic and concrete in thinking to have a discipline in what you do. But the conceptual abstract thinking creates a rebellious freedom that opens up innovation and inspired action. To be engaged in visionary thinking, that mentality has to be tempered by, and integrated with, an ability to think clearly and rationally. This is a winning combination. A very clear vision combined with action always delivers. Develop a clear vision and end goal for where you want your company or product to end up. Learn to set bars, to measure them against. Often. Focus on these points. Brand mission and vision. Why do you exist, and what are you out to do? Positioning statement. Clear statement that describes who you are, what you do, why you are different, how will your audience benefit from you. Core values. Your guiding principles and beliefs. Unique selling point. What differentiates your product and services from your competitors. Brand personality and tone of voice. Your brand archetype, and how your brand speaks to your audience. Use your research to create multiple specific targeted versions of your ideal customer profiles. Consider the following. What is their age, gender, job description, income, and education level? What is their personality like? What values, hobbies, and interests do they have? What type of lifestyle do they live? What are their day-to-day concerns? What solutions are they looking for? What other brands do they like? Define your mission, the why behind your brand. Once you spend some time digging into your audience, take some time to assess your company. What do you offer your customers and clients? You need to consider the products and services you offer, but you also need to think about the way you provide those offerings and why. Ask yourself, why do we provide these services and products? What do we hope to change for our customer? What improvements do we want to bring to their life? Why do we think it's important to do this? What do we stand for? Customers tend to view their purchases as extensions of their identity and values in the current online market. What this means for brands or businesses is that your marketing strategy can't just be about promoting a product for its sole user benefits anymore. Successful promotion should be able to create a purpose, a community, and a culture that customers can share in and be a part of. That they can identify with. Purpose is about values about who you are, what you stand for, what you do for others, the causes you serve. A compelling purpose gives consumers a way to connect with your brand and values, and to get to know how your products or services add real value to people's lives, beyond just selling things for profits. Brands who can successfully target consumers based on these shared values. Brand storytelling is a narrative to connect your brand to customers, with a focus on linking what you stand for to the values you share with your customers. It's how you communicate with your customers. How you create your loyal community. It's your business model. It's the story of your product. It is the story that opens up communication between your product and customers. It narrows down your focus to linking what you stand for to the values you share with your customers. Let your brand be your guide in crafting a story. By what you stand for, we mean the essence of your brand. It's not the product you sell, and it's not the make money. It's the driving force behind your business, and it differentiates you from the competition. It's why you exist. A company's values are the best behaviors of your best employees on their best days. In other words, if you highly value that salesperson who will bend the rules to land the big deal, then integrity is not your value, winning is. If that's truly what you value, embrace it. The best way to reach a customer who's deciding what and when she'll buy is to stop pushing your product so hard and focus more on why your business exists at all. When you tell the story and explain your values, you'll engage the customers who share your values. Combine that with a buyer's journey where the customer is in control of the path to purchase. Buying is now social, self-directed, trust-based, and transparent. So let them know how your products or services add real value to their lives. So be your own billboard and influencer. Stop pushing your product onto your customers. Direct their buying journey instead. Give yourself a selling point. Figuring out why your company exists, and then telling that story to your prospective customers through marketing messages, from social media posts, to your blog, to advertisements and videos, is the goal of brand storytelling. Having a brand story and what you stand for at the core of your company strategy does more than just help guide marketing activities and create consistent messages that connect with your audience. It gets your team on the same page. It energizes them so that they know where they're going and why they're going there. Your story then becomes your company strategy, which propels your brand forward. It's an idea well-known venture capitalist Ben Horowitz introduced. He said, "You can have a great product, but a compelling story puts the company into motion." If you don't have a great story, it's hard to get people motivated to join you, to work on the product, and to get people to invest in the product. Warby Parker is based on a social entrepreneurship model. Apple is built on an innovation model. Disney is based on a family-friendly model. IBM believed there was an opportunity to address the problems and challenges that were gripping the world. This was a world IBM saw becoming more intelligent before its eyes, from smarter power grids to smarter food systems, smarter water, smarter healthcare, and smarter traffic systems. Computational power was being infused into things no one would recognize as computers, phones, cars, roads, power lines, waterways, and food crates. And with more information and data being captured than ever before, sophisticated analytics and algorithms were being developed that could make sense of it all. Smarter Planet became the overarching framework for IBM's growth strategy, and it prompted forward-thinking leaders and citizens around the world to consider innovative ideas such as traveler-centric transportation, consumer-centric electric power, and intelligent systems for managing healthcare, water, public safety, and food. This diagram shows how customers see Nike as a brand positioned against competitors such as Old Navy, Tommy Hilfiger, Skechers, Converse, Gap, Adidas. Note the characteristics and adjectives used to describe their products. This is an example of great brand positioning, as well as a well-defined brand identity, brand vision, and storytelling. So to summarize, brand vision plus storytelling equals successful customer journey. Ben Horowitz, the venture capitalist, said, "You can have a great product, but a compelling story puts the company into motion." If you don't have a great story, it's hard to get people motivated to join you, to work on the product, and to get people to invest in the product. The ability to convey the story and mission of your product or brand can make or break your success in this economy. Remember, your story and how you communicate it is your best marketing tool. And it all starts with having a vision. Where you are, and where you are doesn't matter. What matters is what you think and create today. That's what creates the story. And we are here to help you tell your story. At this point, I want to say that the opportunity that this business has provided me with the ability to work remotely across the world, working with people internationally, along with having the freedom to work alongside my partner, is what I am most grateful for this November. I hope everyone watching this video can find many things to be thankful for during this holiday season. To those of you who celebrated, I wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Branding Roadie Solutions LLC. The best way to predict the future is to create it.